Hey, 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 hey. Welcome to Real Talk Live. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you to those who are going to listen later. Listen, I know I was supposed to come on yesterday, but as y'all know, things happen, life be lifing, and I'm with you today. And look, this is what I need for y'all to do. It may sound a little selfish, but I'm going to need for y'all to stop shopping, go home, and order some DoorDash. Okay, I need y'all to order DoorDash Portsmouth. Everybody in Portsmouth, go home and order DoorDash, cause I'm trying to see something right quick. Okay, I'm trying to see something. Yes, y'all know that that's one of my pastimes, as well, one of my hustles. Door dashing, loving it, and gonna continue to do it for the next 4 years. Y'all will see me out here still doing it, cause that's what I do. Nothing quicker than putting a little pocket change in your pocket. It's quicker than planning seminars. Quicker than driving up, speaking at engagements and all that stuff. So go ahead on, go home and order DoorDash. Look, I wanted to talk to you today because I want y'all to know and be reminded. For some, silence is sometimes the best thing to do. Silence speaks volumes, okay? You don't always have to tell people what's on your mind. You don't always have to give people a piece of your mind. Sometimes just look at them. When you know somebody that's saying something stupid, something inconsiderate, something that is not caring, something that you don't stand for, something immoral, just be silent. You don't have to let them know that that's not right. Because in their mind, they know it's not right. They just want you to agree with them. And if you anything like me and I don't agree with nonsense, I just be like, okay. And I keep on moving. Because from the words that's coming out your mouth, I know how you think. I know how I can move with you. I know what your empathy level is. Because, see, you always want to show people empathy. You don't have to sympathize with people all the time, but you want to show people empathy. And you don't want to be treated, or should I say, you don't want to treat anybody less than how you want to be treated. You know what I mean? So we have to remember to be kind, and in everything we do, we have to do it in love. And so I listen to how some of us talk to each other, talk about each other, how we treat each other, and I keep it moving, because if you were to treat somebody else like that, I know you will treat me like that, or you say certain things about other people. I know you done said some things about me, because I'm a controversial type of person. Let other people tell it, but I really and truly, it's just that I don't take no tea for coffee. Really and truly, it's just that you're not going to talk to me any kind of way. Really and truly, you're just not going to treat me any kind of way. Okay, and now that people know that, I don't even really have to say too much, because when I done had enough, you'll know. But at controversial, that's not me. I'm just not going to do certain things. And one thing that I'm not going to do is entertain non-factors and nonsense, unnecessary things, talk unnecessarily about, things that don't matter, mistreat people. That's what I'm not going to do. And I'm not going to co-sign anyone else mistreating other people. I will not do it. I will not do it. And so why I'm going to talk about it? And there's no need to talk about it. Action speaks louder than words. I'm not going to talk about it because I already know I'm not entertaining it. Certain things are better left unsaid. Silence speaks volumes. When people out here trying to make a mockery of you and your life and your decisions, don't say anything all the time. It does not require a response. Hey, good Lord. Good gracious, you doing a special guest appearance on my show? Y'all hear that snoring? I got my riding partner with me, y'all, because y'all know I don't go doing dashing alone. My family don't let me DoorDash alone for my safety, right? And so I got my ride partner with, but he over there snoring up some stuff, baby. Y'all ain't heard him. Woo! Good gracious. But I won't have to introduce him. So, okay, I'm back. I'm back with you. I got people calling me. I told y'all my phone rings constantly during the day, and and it's all good. I don't mind, but a lot of times it interferes with the show. But I'm back. So we have to remember, we're not going to entertain everything. Okay? I'm not saying don't entertain anything, but we're not going to entertain everything, because everything does not deserve a response from us. So, like, for instance, you got a associate, let's say associate, because your friends know you. But you have an associate, and your associate feels that they can get over on someone. That's not how you roll. That's not the type of thing that you do. You know where they're coming from. Like when Maya Angelou, for those of you who don't know Maya Angelou, she was a brilliant poet, but not only was she a poet, she was a dancer, a singer. She was a whole bunch of stuff. But Maya Angelou tells you, if someone shows you who they are, believe them. So if this individual, your associate, show you that they can't be trusted, that they don't care about people, that they're nasty, and what we used to use, old folks, these OGs like me, we used to say nice nasty. They smile in your face, and the whole time they got daggers pointing at you because they don't care nothing about you. They only care about them and theirs. Watch out for those people. When they show you that's who they are, watch out for those people. But you don't have to say anything. You don't have to go and talk about them. You don't have to tell anybody about them. You just have to be mindful on how you move and how you allow them to move with you towards others. That's what you do. You keep the chatter down. We have to learn to stop telling everything. Stop telling all our business. Silence speaks volumes. Stop telling about the engagements, the interactions with other people. Silence speaks volumes, because even though that person that you had the interaction with is messy, they are so concerned about what's going on in your head, because you have not even let a peep out of what happened. They don't know where you're coming from, what you're thinking about, where you're going. And that is how you want them. Silence makes you powerful. If you don't do anything in life, keep your mouth shut when it comes to certain things. Now, I'm not saying let people walk all over you, because, no, you got to be courageous now. You got to take up for yourself. But what I'm saying is, when it comes down to messiness, when it comes down to people just doing the most, just stay silent and move accordingly. That's what you do. You know somebody don't care for you, but you got to get along with them. Get along with them, but don't go talking about them, because they're going to talk about you to somebody, but don't even respond to that foolishness, because it's something that you got going on that they know they can't touch. I used to wonder, like, I don't live in no $500,000 house, and I sure don't drive no $100,000 car. I got Big Blue. Y'all know, if y'all know, I drive a blue van. That's my baby. Big Blue is her nickname, or his nickname. Matter of fact, my car is unisex. So I don't know what it is, but it's called Big Blue. And everybody know I love Big Blue. I don't play about Big Blue. They done hit Big Blue out there while I was doing the election and whatnot. They got my baby all scratched up, but I love Big Blue. So, but let me tell you something. Even with Big Blue, and even with my little ranch home and my modest furniture, somebody feels that they are envious towards me. I can't understand it. Me with this Canada hair on and this little fly with this shirt on today and my black mixed have accomplished, okay, anything that they have been blessed with, we are supposed to be happy because we're supposed to know that our blessing is on its way. We're supposed to remember that our future is going to be better than our past. We are supposed to remember all that. Sometimes it takes time. It doesn't come fast, but you have to endure the race, right? So we're supposed to be happy for each other. And for so many of us, it's difficult to do that. Don't even know what the journey was for the individual that you looking your nose down on or you feeling green about. That's envy, y'all. You don't even know what they've been through. All you see is what they have, and you got feeling some kind of way about that as if you can't accomplish. All you got to do is treat people right. When you treat people right, what you desire will happen for you. When you treat people right, remember I talked about divine gifts, divine blessings? Just because you did something don't make it a divine blessing if you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And that's how you treat people, showing agape love. If you always want to put somebody down and always looking with jealousy in your eyes, baby, your blessings may not be divine. I'm not saying they're not, but they may not be divine, which means what? You are bound to lose them at any moment. So we have to remember it's not about telling about what all we have and all that. Keep that mess to yourself because you don't know what you got and how long you're going to have it if you're not living right. If you're not living right, you don't know what you have. And let me say this, everybody is tempted. Everyone is tempted to do some things that they should not do. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't even have a problem with you almost doing it. What rings my bell, though? What rings my bell, and when I say ring my bell, I mean joyously, is when you have been tempted and you're right on the edge and you know to say, no, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. You turn away from it and you leave it alone. You drop it. You don't go talk about it. You don't say, oh, this person did this and I almost did it. No, you leave it alone because you know that is not where you should be and it's not for you. It's okay. We are all tempted. We all make mistakes, okay? We all do that. But if you have to take a conscious effort into making sure that you don't fall into that temptation. Y'all know I'm trying not to preach to you, but it tells us to resist temptation, right? Resist temptation and call on the name of Jesus, and it makes the demons splatter. They move away. They go away from his name. Listen, whatever it takes to keep you out of that temptation. And then once you have gotten through that temptation, baby, keep your mouth shut. You don't have to talk about everything. Because, even with when you're doing your little testimonies and stuff like that, you could just say what you was brought out of, or he brought me this far, I was almost this. You don't have to tell every detail. That's why I never believed in, y'all remember a long time ago, when they used to tell you to get in front of the church and confess your sins and apologize. Why am I apologizing to the church when they didn't even know what I did in the beginning anyways? You know what I'm saying? They ain't know nothing about what I did. And then you want me to stand in front of the church and apologize. And I'm talking about like when you used to commit adultery or fornication or stuff like that. Why am I going to stand in front of the church and talk about that? No, I can repent in the privacy of my own home. I ain't got to tell nobody I did that. Certain things you don't have to share. Everything, you don't need to know everything. Everybody don't need to know everything. You understand what I'm saying? Silence sometimes speaks volumes. And also when you're being bullied, because adults get bullied too. Not me, but some of y'all do. And I'm sorry that you get bullied, but everybody's not built the same. Okay, I was raised right here on the streets of Portsmouth. People just don't know, and I thank God for where He have brought me from and to, because I could have been total opposite, just like a lot of y'all. But I'm saying I really could have been totally opposite. I was out here in these streets. Okay, now and it makes it so bad. My mother was very overprotective, or should I say very strict with me, And I was still in these streets because I used to sneak out in these streets, okay? But that's a whole nother different story for another time, another show. So what I'm saying is, I'm not getting bullied because no, I'm not. But there are some people who are being bullied, and it happens. But you have to set your own standards. Let me tell y'all this before I leave you. I got a few more minutes. When it first happens, when someone first make you feel uncomfortable, make you feel weak, make you feel like you are not in control of your life, okay? You're not in control of what's going on with you at that time, nip it in the bud then. Tell them, hey, I don't like how you're talking to me, or I don't like what you just did, and I'm going to ask you to not do it again. That's what you do, okay? Now, as you get older, all that fighting and stuff, that stuff ceases. But there are ways to keep people from bothering you, and you can tell them that stuff legally if you need to be. You know what I'm saying? As a young adult, I used to handle it a different way. Let me put it that way. My nickname, even when I worked in Georgia, my nickname was Freight Train. My nickname was Freight Train because once I put my hands on you, it's going to take about 6, 7, 8 people to get me off of you because I'm going crazy. And I was little. I was short. But listen, that peacetime mentality, I don't care how polished you get, it's not going anywhere. Peacetime, Norfolk, Hampton, it's not going anywhere. You go into survival mode when people bothering you, okay? But what happens is the older you get, your survival mode should change. You should not be out here fighting in the street like some, $5 hookers. No offense to any $5 hookers. I'm just saying, you should not be out here fighting in the street like that. Your survival mode needs to change. You need to know verbal judo, meaning you know how to talk your way out of things. You need to know legal processes, meaning you know how to go down and get restraining orders and warrants taken out on people for evading you, okay, for threatening you. There's ways to handle that, not like children. When I was a child, I did things as a child, but when I became adult, I did adult things. And that's what you need to do. For those of you who don't know, let me be the one to tell you. But let me get this straight real quick. Like, it's in you, but you make a conscious effort to do things as adults would do things. Handle things the way adults should handle things. But if push comes to shove, you do what you got to do. And we know that. But I just want you to know that when you do stuff, and to avoid certain type of things from happening, keep silent. You don't always have to have the last word. You don't always have to show that you ain't the one. You don't always have to do that. Just be quiet. My mother taught me a long time ago because I was little. I was always, my height is 5'3". I say a half because the military gave me that half, 64 inches, okay? At my smallest, I was 132 pounds at my smallest. I was a size 6 at my smallest. And I was a fireball at my smallest. I could flip you at my smallest. You understand me? And I didn't care how big you are. I knew how to work my body to get you over top of my head and on your back. At my smallest. My mother always taught me, just because you can defend yourself, just because you can fight, don't mean you got to go out here and let everybody know. Okay? Don't mean you got to brag about it. Use the element of surprise. And that is how I live my life today. Everything is an element of surprise. Whatever I got in store for my life is an element of surprise. I'm not coming out here telling you all of my business. Don't get it twisted. I tell you what I want you to know. But like when I wrote my book, element of surprise, you didn't know. You didn't know until I was ready to about put it out. Well, when I wanted to do stuff, element of surprise. Y'all, my relationships, definitely element of surprise. Y'all don't know what I'm doing over here. Never know, because I'm not putting my business on social media. I'm not hiding his face. I'm just not going to talk about him. It's nobody's business. Stay silent. Silence is powerful whether you know it or not, and it keeps you out of trouble. It keeps you out of trouble, so be mindful on how much you share on social media with your friends, with your sisters and your brothers. Be mindful on how much you share. I am a talker. I'm an orator by nature. This is what I do. But trust and believe me, it's only so much I'm going to do. And I do things because of. Because I need this done, I'm going to do this. Because I need this done, I do this. I need to set myself up for this. That's what I do, and people don't understand it, but eventually you're going to be asking, well, why she don't talk about this? And why she don't talk about that? And why she don't? Because it's none of your business. That's why. It's not time for you to know that yet. In due time, you will know. Or when you need to know, you will know. And that's what we need to do. Keep our power. Once you let it out, you're reducing your power. Silence is powerful. Y'all just don't know that. And just like knowledge, but silence is powerful. Science too. I think I said science, but silence is powerful, and we have to keep our power within us. Stop telling your business. Okay? Listen to people, hear what they saying, and guess what? Keep it moving. Because it be some dumb stuff coming out of folks' mouth. I mean, some of the dumbest. If I was a cusser for real, y'all know what word I be using. Some of the dumbest coming out of people's mouth. And I'm looking at them like, did you just say that? Did you just say that dumb mess? You know what I'm saying? And then me, being me, I'm like, yep, sure did. That's what he said. So we got to remember that just because somebody says or does something to us, we don't always have to respond, okay? Keep that power. That way you'll never have to look back and say, dang, I should have done this, or I should have said that, or I shouldn't have said this, okay? Because you didn't say anything. You just let them think what they was going to think, and I promise you, when you don't respond to a lot of this foolishness, you got them. You got them by the brain strings, because they trying to figure out what is going on with this individual. What is she thinking? What is he thinking? And listen, you got the power, baby. You got the juice. Y'all remember that? You got the juice now, brother and sister. Look, let me go, because I want y'all to get out of them stores and go ahead on and DoorDash so I can make me some coins. Remember, God loves you. I love you. Make sure you love yourself so you can go on and love someone else until we shall meet again. May you be tremendously blessed. And if you come to my swearing in on Friday at 11 o'clock at Courtroom 3 in Portsmouth, please be prepared to go out and have lunch with me as well. All right, y'all. Y'all take care.